This is the Anarchist. Like, subscribe, check out my other videos. Today I'm doing a volcanic deck profile. This is the pure build. If you've seen me on yugioh Pro, I'm playing volcanics or some variant of volcanics. And if you're playing meta, please challenge me or whatever, because the deck testing is always appreciated. With this deck, I don't have any loser turns at the moment, so if you have any, hit me up and you're in the UK, check out my binder, or whatever. I might even have a link in the description to my pojo list, because that's up to date. My binder's not up to date anymore, well, 100% anyway. But yeah, loser turns and I think a magic planter. That's about it for the deck. I will say, once Noden comes out, of course I'm going to stick in instant fusions and stuff. And the extra deck is incomplete. This has only got like 8 cards. You very rarely touch the extra deck apart from the Volvo chain. I'll cover that when I get to it. So, yep. I'll just leave that there. First, 3 volcanic scattershot. Your main, spam it out in the deck. It's a Regeki effect that burns, so it's awesome. 3 volcanic rocket. Rocket searches your Blaze Accelerator reload, which is amazing. 3 Volcanic Shell, which is your discard fodder, because they pay 500, search out another one. 3 Royal Firestorm Guards. Royal Firestorm Guards is amazing. It's a pot of avarice for pyro monsters, and you can loop it so that you A, never deck out, and B, draw 2 cards whenever you use a scattershot effect and have a volcanic or one of these engrave. You summon it, send the scat shots back to recycle them, and then draw 2, which a lot of the time you'll end up drawing a scattershot and be able to do it again next turn to disrupt more plays. I then play 1 volcanic counter, because sometimes you just want that extra bit of burn damage and stuff, and 1 volcanic doomfire, because he can be discarded. He's volcanic, so you can use it for Blaze Accelerator reload, and he's a boss monster that is actually a pain for your opponent to get over, because he can destroy all your opponent's monsters, deal damage, and they have to attack a 3000 beat stick that can even help by putting your Blaze Accelerator reload in the grave, and then you have a 3000 and then have the ability to send a scatter shot from grave and go more. So he's actually really useful. I then play 2 Summon a Monk, just because rank 4 XYZs. For the spells, 2 Magic Planter. If I would like a 3rd one for maybe other variants, but 2 is fine. 2 isn't cloggy. I don't know what 3 would be like so much. 1 Mind Control. I don't know why people aren't playing this. It is it's what we had before Scattershot. It was considered broken. People were siding it out in finals and stuff because it was deemed too powerful. And they're not playing it now. Why? Also allows you to get over some monsters that you like. If your opponent has a Winder on the field, you can just move it to one side, poke for damage or whatever, and carry on. I play 1 Regeki, because Regeki, it's just nice for some of those ones that can't be killed by monster effects but can be spell and traps. 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, because floodgates can hurt this, like at some time Macrocosmos and Dimensional Fissure are about it really for floodgates that'll hurt this deck, but sometimes Imperial Iron Wall can be a pain. I would side it to stop your scattershots getting banished, but sometimes it can be a pain if you want to banish a Blaze Accelerator. 1 Lance, because you can use it offensively and defensively, and 1 Chalice, because it's underrated and effect negation is great. 3 Potter Duality. I don't play upstarts in this build. I would never ever play upstarts, really, unless there was some other way of winning, but the whole point of this deck is really burn, poke, and playing upstarts gives your opponent more life points, so makes the game last longer, which is a pain for you. So it's like, yeah, I'd probably play, I don't know. Anyway, for the traps, 3 Blaze Accelerator reload, best card in the deck. Allow, if it's in your hand, if it's on the field, you can discard a volcanic to draw 1, so instant 1 for 1. But your volcanics get effects in the grave, so it's more than that. And if it goes to the grave, you can banish it to send a volcanic from your deck to the graveyard. 90% of the time, that's a scatter shot, but sometimes it will be a shell. It's really amazing. 3 Fiendish Chain, because effect negation is great. Don't play Breakthrough Skill, because for the Magic Planters you want as many infinite trap cards as possible. 2 Mind Crush. I did play 3, but with 3 you lose to rogue decks. Yeah, this deck, I know it does really good against rogue. Actually, think about it, I would like a couple of fossil diners actually in as well. Anyway, yeah, you lose to rogue if you just, because I've opened so many times a Mind Crush and it's like instantly a dead card against rogue because they won't search or it won't matter. 1 Ring of Destruction because it's more burn. 1 Phoenix Wing Blast. Yeah, Phoenix Wing Wind Blast because it's really good. It's you can discard to just get rid of something on the field back to the top of the deck. So it's just an out. And you've got plenty of discard things you don't mind doing. Bottomless Trap Hole, Vanity's Emptiness, and the tech choice of a Divine Wrath. Divine Wrath is really good because it negates the monster's effect and destroys it. Yeah, destroys the effect monster, so, and it's a counter trap, so they are unlikely to chain Royal Decree or anything. You can't chain Royal Decree, so it's like they have to have a wiretap set, which nobody's playing, just to deal with this. For the extra deck, the most important card. That's your extra deck. If I had a Digusto Emerald, I'd play a Digusto Emerald. I also want to get that Satellarknight Ptolemaeus so that I can go Satellarknight and then main phase 2 make Diamond just for the Shadow matchup, because Winder is a pain to get over. 1/1/1, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Gega Cowboy because more burn. Diamond Dire Wolf, which can actually be quite useful, surprisingly. 1 Steel Swarm Roach, Photon Papillopale Operative, which is great versus Burning Abyss, and a Maystroke. As I said, this isn't complete. I'd get like some more rank 4s like Dark, Rebellion, XYZ Dragon, but I'm waiting for the reprint on that, or at least the Star Pack one so I can get it cheaper. And Castell, of course, and Norden, or whatever he's called now, and stuff like that. But yeah, tell me what you think. Tips are welcome. If you've got loser turns, Fossil Diner, or a Magic Planter, and you're in the UK, check out my binders or whatever. Yep, the Anarchist, signing out.